would start out this video me looking like this. I mean, yes. So what I'm gonna do is for the next 7 days, I am gonna be using these 7 palettes. These are all of the palettes on my chopping block. So in the next couple months, if I don't feel like I want to keep any of these palettes in my collection, I am going to say goodbye to them. But I thought, let's just do like a weekly vlog. Let's go through and use these palettes every day. We'll do one at a time. So I've got the Alva 2 Mini Ocean from Odin's Eye. I've got the Verdandi from Odin's Eye. I've got the Alva from Odin's Eye. I've got the Berries from Beauty Bay. The Dangerous in Love palette from Revolution. Sigma Cordosa. And the Chilling in Chicago from BH Cosmetics. So we're just going to pick one of these, and over the next 7 days I'll use one for my look that day, and I think that will give me at least a week of working on all of these, give them a fair shot. I'm going to try to do a look with just this palette. So for instance, if I start tomorrow, which I'm going to, and I just want to use the Verdandi from Odin's Eye, then I don't want to dip into any other palette. I just want to use this palette for my eyeshadow look, which some of these will be nice and easy because obviously there's not a lot of shades in here. And then obviously this is the Mini Ocean. The Alva will be like more of a pinky vibe, or I could go with the yellows and orange. I'm not going to force myself to use a certain amount of shades. I'm just going to like go in and see what I feel like. This one's obviously going to be a day when I have to feel very pink and vibrant, but that's absolutely fine. The Dangerous in Love I think is going to be probably a pretty easy neutral one. The whole point of me is just to see if I like these palettes and if they stand a chance to stay in my collection. And I thought, let's just start. This should just be like a weekly vlog, and I'll post it sometime next week, whenever I post it or whatever. I don't know. I have my schedule planned for the month, so I don't know when I'm going to post it, but let's just do that. And it's late, so it's like 7:40. It's late, 7:40 in the evening. This is my slouchy outfit for the evening. This is how I look at 7 p.m. So anyway, let's do that. I don't know what I'm going to pick tomorrow. I'm just going to go with what I feel like in the morning, and I will film all my looks and give you my sort of thoughts on them maybe towards the end of the video. But I thought, yeah, let's just do like a 1 week 7 palette style video and see how it goes. Hey guys, so it's the next day. I completely forgot that I filmed that yesterday, and I was about to go in. Oops, my camera is moving for some reason. I was about to go into the Cordosa from Sigma, so I'm glad I caught myself because I was actually putting this shade on my lids right now. And yeah, I just thought I did like quite a bronzy look, and my nose is a bit bronzy, so I look a little bit ridiculous. My dog is also down here. He might be snorting, so you might hear that. And we also have workers right outside my window. So plenty going on. I am working as well, but I'm going to be on camera quite a bit for work today. So I just want to do my makeup and then not think about it. So yeah, I'm going into the shade Veranda, which is probably the shade that I've used the most, other than this one where I did hit pan because that was rolled into a project. But I'm just trying to put some sort of base down. I think I was going to go into some of these warmer tones. I think I'm going to stay away from like the pinks, but I'm going to go into maybe this shade, which is Summer Song, maybe Medallion. Let's go into Medallion first. I don't think I've ever really had an issue with the mattes aside from the actual Cordosa shade in here. It's really just the shimmers where I was really not impressed with. I didn't like the formula of them. But you know what? Maybe this will be a palette that I eventually say to myself, actually, this is not so bad. I don't mind you. And then I'll keep it. I don't know. I've had it in my collection for a while now, and I've never been able to change my mind about it. So you see, these mattes are quite nice, right? I think these are quite nice. I am gonna wear glasses, so it doesn't really matter how good this looks. So I don't know, it's just like a work day, so who cares really. what I look like. Nobody cares on these camera calls. Anyway, but I just want to look a little bit professional. I'm going to go in with this deeper shade, which is called Barefoot. I don't know if I'm going to do these all in order. This is literally the next day though from when you just saw me. But I was thinking last night, I don't want to lose track of my palette progress or my project level up progress. So it might be that I'll just post this once I've finished the 7 days, but it might not be 7 continuous days where I use these palettes. It might be though. I mean, it's Thursday, no, what day is it? It's Wednesday today. Maybe I'll finish this by next Wednesday. Who knows? We will see. I'm just going to play it by ear. I have no rush to get this video out as well, but I just thought I'd document it and maybe show my thought process. Oh my gosh, for somebody who's going to be speaking a lot on camera today, I don't feel like I can speak today. So that's very dark. All right, let's go into these shimmers, which I do not like. I guess the only one that's really going to work is this one, because I've kind of done a bronzy look. So this is called Sun Sprite, and I just feel like it gets hard pan immediately. But I guess it's pretty. I mean, it's not bad, right? Maybe I've just always hated on this. But it's like a palette that's been misunderstood, maybe. Because that's not terrible. That's actually not that bad. Huh. That's quite nice. Very bronzy, but it's not bad. It's actually looking really pretty. The more I put on, the more I like it. There's no like inner corner shade in here. It's all very mid-tone. So I might just use a highlighter for my inner corner instead. You know what, I think, I mean, that's just one look using this palette. I really don't think there's anything else that I would want to use in here. There is Belle of the Bull. I just don't think that's a really good like highlighter shade. It's a topper shade, but it has like it's like too mid-tone. It's not bright enough to be an inner corner. So that's the reason why I don't like it. But this Sun Sprite has actually been really pretty. So maybe I'll eat my words with this palette, maybe, or just taste change, and you never know. That's why you have to be careful with sometimes when you declutter, because you really have to make sure when you declutter a palette, it's for the right reasons and not just because you're kind of off those shades now, but maybe you'll eventually be into them in the future. Because boy, do I feel differently about this right now. I actually really like the look of this. So I'm going to go into this, which is not part of this, but it's this is the frosting palette from, I always forget who they are, Cosmic Brushes. I wasn't a huge fan of this, but I have it in my Shop My Stash. And so you have these 3. I think I'm going to go into this one because obviously it has the yellow. And I'm going to put that in my inner corner. Yeah, maybe it's just a palette that has had to grow on me. Or I got it at a time when I didn't really like warm tones. Because I am really liking the way it's looking right now. And it's a very simple look that I've done. And I could easily go into it, let's say tomorrow, and I could do a completely different look with the more purpley mauve tones, which this is nothing to do with those shades. So, gosh, have I been wrong this whole time? Have I? I should try to do a 14-day challenge with this and do 2 looks with these palettes. I don't know if I have enough time in my life to do that though with everything else that I'm working on. So that's why I wanted to do this, just give them a fair shot. Definitely like this. So this is the final eye look. I haven't put anything on my lips yet, but I'll probably do that in a moment. I think this is quite nice. So I guess I'll see you tomorrow or the next day, whenever I do the next palette, which I don't know what it will be. But yeah, kind of pleased with how this looks, and I don't hate it. Hey guys, so it's the next day. I wasn't going to go into one of these palettes, but I figured let's do it. So it's Thursday. Just washed my hair. I'm going to go into this one. This is the Alba 2 Mini Ocean palette, and I think I want to do a bluey look. Maybe I'll incorporate some of this. I'm not entirely sure, but let's just go for it. Let's see. This is the palette that I don't really like, so I mean, all of these are, you know, soon to be gone. we should see. So there's no like base shade here. I haven't put anything on. I think what I'm gonna do is I am going to put a quick base from my palette first. Just this like one layer. I haven't got any primer on or anything. I don't really care about it staying on all day. It's just to play around. So I'm gonna go in to the Starfish, which is kind of like a matte with glitter, like one of those ColourPop mattes with glitter. But I'm just going to kind of buff this in. I'm gonna see if this works with the light blue. I don't see how this is gonna work with that blue. I'm already not liking it. I'm already not liking this whatsoever. Okay, we're gonna go into the shade Aqua. I quite like this blue actually, but with this orange, I just don't know how it's going to look. They're very powdery, so I'm glad I didn't put any other makeup on. Probably work a little bit better if I had primer on, but I'm gonna go into Golden Sand and put that right here, I think. See, this shade on its own is not that bad, but I just don't like it in the palette, and it's not special enough for me to keep, but as an actual shade, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing today. We are doing something different. All right, we're gonna go into the Jellyfish shade, which is the second blue here. We're gonna put that kind of in the middle here. Okay, so this is quite pretty. I would expect it to be. These are supposed to be the special shades. I see you. I see your glitteriness. Okay, that is quite pretty. It's quite a pretty color. I'm gonna do my base, and then I do think I'm gonna go into the blue, and I think I might put that underneath. All right, I'm back. I've done a very light base because I don't want to let makeup, but I did put a little bit too much bronzer on. Anyway, whatever. Let's go into this blue, like I said, and I'm gonna go underneath. This is another one of those mattes with glitters in it. I'm gonna put it here, and then the last sort of special shade I'm gonna put here. And then I've used every shade, which is impressive. I wasn't going to do that, but I've done it. Okay, going in to Blue Star, which is right here. I'm gonna put that underneath, like I said. I'm having to pack it on quite a bit because it's quite a thin shade. But I like the pop it's given. I'm gonna go into this, actually no, I would do a different highlighter. I'll go into my Belgian Waffle highlighter. And I just want to do a little bit right in the inner part. I don't want to put that blue, but I think I'll go into Powdered Sugar. And is this going to be too... Actually, no, I'm not going to use this one. I am going to go into the frosting like I did yesterday. Because I think there is one that would work in this one. Maybe I'll just go into that same one. Or actually, I'll go into this one. It has more of a blue. It has a green, but a blue. So let's see if that works. I think this is the right choice. It has like a purpley blue. And that is a good transition. Well, this is the look. I am pleasantly surprised and a little bit shocked. I actually think this is okay. I used all of the shades, which I didn't expect to do, and I feel like they all married together in one look. Now, I don't know how I would do any other look if I used all of the shades. I thought it was fine. It's better than what I was expecting. So there's that. I don't know, let me know what you think about this look. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I used every shade. It's not that bad. Hey guys, so I think today I'm just gonna go into the Chilling Chicago, an oldie but a classic. The only reason this one was in the list is because I feel like the quality of the mattes is disappearing, but maybe if I play around with it a little bit more, it won't be the case. You know, it's just one of those where I feel like it's kind of going, but I do love this palette, so I don't really want to get rid of it. It's Friday today, so we have done consistent days. I know I said, oh, I wasn't sure if I was going to do that, but we have decided to do that. I think I'm going to go in, because last time I went into this palette, I kind of went into the browns. I think I want to go into more of the pinks today. So actually, I will use a different brush. I think I'm going to go into maybe Chicago Dog, just to start off with. I did do a tiny bit of makeup today because I had to be on camera. I didn't put any foundation on though, and I feel like I'm just going to leave it as is. I don't think I want to put any foundation. I put a little bit of concealer, and I put some bronzer, and that's about it. But yeah, I think I'm just going to have a chill day, but I don't mind doing something to my eyes. Just have a look. You see, I just feel like they're definitely just not how they used to be. And I'm just like not, look at this. I just can't build this up. It reminds me of what happened to my Huda Beauty palette. You could see it's all like in the crease area here. Where those mattes just, you put them on the lids and they just like disappeared. I'm gonna go into Rush Street. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to say goodbye because these just aren't, there's just nothing going, there's nothing happening. It's very patchy. You can see it's all in the crease. You see that? It's so ugly. Alright, I'm gonna go into Deep Dish. I mean, I'm using the same brush because there's like no point in changing a brush at this point. This one's more brick red, and maybe this one will be a little bit better. Alright, just going into a different brush just to blend those edges, and it literally like took most of it off. Yeah, these, I was thinking maybe I was wrong about these mattes, but I think I'm right. I think I'm right. Okay, let's go into, so I don't even know what to go into now with this. I'm gonna go into Magnificent. Yeah, I'm actually kind of struggling with the shimmer too. It just doesn't have the same impact. Wipe off all of that. Yeah, this is not working out for me. I'm gonna go into Lakeview, and I'm gonna go into Millennium, which I have hit pan on before. I guess I am gonna have to go in with some foundation because this has really made a mess. Okay, so we're gonna go into Skydeck. I'm really struggling with this palette. Noticeable, but it's just not doing what I want it to do. Whatever. I think we're gonna leave it at that. We're not really doing much today, so it's absolutely fine. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. It turned out fine, but it just was a mission to get there. But it's fine. I'm not really like doing anything today. I'm not filming a video or anything, so yeah, it's fine. I'm working, so yeah, this is a color enhancer, by the way. This is the Glam Shop Magic Color Changing Lip Gloss. So it usually goes pink. So yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. I think the end product looks fine. It just was a struggle to get here. So yeah, I think I might have to say goodbye to this palette, which is really unfortunate. But anyway, we move on. So yeah, let's go on to the next look. Guys, so I think I'm gonna go into the Revolution Dangerous in Love palette. I've just done my makeup. I don't know, I'm just very bronzy. So this is kind of a cool tone palette. Don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try to go into some of these grungy, I don't know, some grungy tones. I might go into this one and maybe some of these. I'm gonna stay clear of the pinks. I don't think the pink's gonna work with my bronzer, but let's do this. I'm watching something on YouTube, so I'm not gonna talk too much through this part of the video. So I've just gone into this shade right here, and then I went into this brown right here, and so far the mattes are working beautifully. So nice little start. I think I'm going to go into this brown right here and just have a look and see what that's going to look like. Maybe pop that on the lid. Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, it's not like the best quality, but I'm actually kind of enjoying this look. All right, let's go into this light shade here, because I've been like kind of a brat and thinking, oh, this is Revolution. I don't need this palette. But look at this. This is actually quite pretty. Is it the best quality? No. But is it terrible? Absolutely not. And is it easy to play with? Yes. I'm so glad I did this video because it's been working out, right? I mean, this is crazy. Okay, last one, I'm gonna go into this white shade. It has like pink to it. So we're just gonna put that in right in the center here. Yeah, it's definitely like purpley pink. Would have been better is like a true white matte, but it's one of these satin shades. That is pretty. I'm gonna go underneath a little bit with the brown and the first shade. All right, so I wasn't going for a mauve look, but I did end up getting one. I'm really enjoying this. This look is so pretty. Oh my goodness. That is Revolution. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Why did I want to get rid of this palette? I mean, it's quite pretty. What is going on? All right, well that is, how many palettes have I done now? That's the fourth look. We've got 3 more to go. I'm putting on the lips, but it's Saturday. It's like rainy today. I mean, so far it's been like 3 out of 4 that like surprised me. And the chilling in Chicago was just like bad because the quality was bad. Oh my gosh, what is going on? This is so pretty. This is so pretty. Hey guys, it has been a few days since I filmed my last video on hair, but I do have a few palettes left to kind of test out. I've got the Verdandi, I have the Berries, and I have the Alva. Just thinking, I'm working today. It might be nice to do I don't think I want to go in the Verdandi actually. I thought just it might be nice to do like a work appropriate one, but I kind of feel like going into the Berries, which is not very work appropriate, but let's do it. So, oh yeah, what am I gonna do? Okay, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun today. It is Friday, it's the end of the week. Why not? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I did my base like an hour ago and then I had to jump on a call. So now I'm ready to do my little eye makeup. So I think I'm gonna go into, let's try to do shades I haven't done. I think, let's go into, I think I'm gonna go into this bright one right in the middle here. So I wouldn't really get rid of this palette because I don't like it. It's just I have not gone into this palette since I've had it. Like I've only gone into 1 or 2 shades in pretty much a year and a half. That's crazy. So I was thinking, well, what's the point of me keeping a palette that I never use? But obviously here I am using it. And thank goodness I kind of forced myself to look at these palettes because I really have changed my mind about some of them. I think some of them were just deeply misunderstood by me. Oh wow, why am I not using the mirror here? I feel blinded this morning, so I'm going to use the mirror. I'm going to go into Doll because I kind of want to just blend this out a little bit so it's not like super crazy over here. Yeah, this is a good blending shade. Look at me, I'm blending. I'm annoyed because it's supposed to be sunny today and it's not, but we'll see. It's still early in the morning. Sometimes the sun comes out later, so. Plus I'm going to be inside, so it's not like I can sit outside. Although I tend to do that during lunch. I like to sit outside during lunch. Oh, this is fun. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna do any more than that just because I don't want to look too crazy in terms of like that color, but I'm gonna deepen it up. I think I'm gonna go into Loyalty, and let's not use the same brush. Did I? Yes, we're gonna, actually, I want a different brush. I'm gonna go into the smaller one. This clean one too. Yeah, I'm still working through my brushes. Not all of them are dirty yet. So it's been nice. The joy of having too many brushes sometimes, it just means you don't have to wash them all the time. I think I'm gonna deepen it up even more, to be fair, because this is not the deepest one. This just has a little bit more of that rich color. I'm gonna go into Journal, which is this deeper purple. So now I'm gonna go into the shade Sofa. I don't get these shade names. This is what this looks like. So it's like a bright pink. Oh. I mean, this is Beauty Bay. I do like Beauty Bay formula. All right, and then we're gonna go into Cloud. Obviously, that's gonna be my inner corner. I might put it right at the top as well, like right in the middle here. My lid, just to brighten up a little bit more. Oh, why did I think I was gonna get rid of this? Why? This is so pretty and fun. I just haven't been wanting to do pink looks. The good thing, I guess, in a way, is I do wear my glasses and it does hide quite a bit of my eye makeup sometimes. So, you know, we'll see. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. This is my day to do what I want. So, okay. And then what do we want to do? We want to do just the mascara, I think. Okay, yeah, I kind of done my base, but I haven't done any blush. So we might want to put a little bit of blush on. I haven't really pulled a pink blush, but I'm going to pull this one, which is my ColourPop blush. And actually, no, let's pull a pink one. This is not in any project, but I'm going to pull a blush from my Rising Star palette from NARS, because there's some pretty pink ones in here. Mine look so messy though. I feel like they just, I don't know, they get really messy, but I think I'm going to go into this middle one here. I think that is the look. I'll obviously give my thoughts at the end of the video, but this is pretty one-dimensional. I mean, obviously it's a monochromatic palette, so the likelihood of me always doing a pink look is small. I think that's why I've just never really got into it, but the actual formula itself is Beauty Bay. It's your typical Beauty Bay formula, so it's really, really beautiful. And obviously this is a stunning look, but when I come to like my sort of palette ranking that I do every single month now, I probably will still rank it somewhat low just because there's not that much versatility. Like, it's a one and done. Like, you have to do like this bright pink fuchsia look or purple look. And so what else are you gonna do with a palette like this? I just think maybe there's not enough lightness. It would have been nice to have a very pale or a matte that was a little bit paler, but it's a berries palette, so you know, whatever. I mean, you do have this pale shimmer, but I don't know. I mean, maybe we didn't need these two shades, which are, they are different, but they're also kind of similar. So we probably didn't need two of those, maybe something a little bit different. Anyway, doesn't matter. No, I'm liking this. So I only have 2 palettes left of the video, so we'll see how I get on with those 2. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I should wear pink more often. I think it does go with my coloring. I think I do suit cool tone. And like this kind of pink is obviously a cool tone pink, especially with my darker hair now. I think it probably goes, but I don't know, it's quite nice. Hey guys, it is Sunday today. It's supposed to be so beautiful and sunny, and it is cloudy and cold. So it's like England, I swear, because I know England is having terrible weather too, and we're just having terrible weather here too. So anyway, whatever. I'm gonna do my makeup. I just had a shower. And I feel like I'm going to go into this one, but I think because my hair is pretty dark and my face is still pretty pale, I'm going to try to go into more of the browns. I think maybe like the yellowy browns. And I want to veer away from the pinks today. All right, I've zoomed you in. Let's go into, I'm gonna do a big fluffy brush. And even though it's like a shimmer, I'm gonna go into this darker shimmery matte. And I'm gonna try to use it kind of like a matte just to see, because it seems to be the darkest shade in the palette that doesn't veer off like a pinky rose tone. And I want to go brown today. Yeah, it works fine. I mean, you can see it's kind of satiny. You can see a little bit of that shimmer, but it's going all right. I can't believe we keep having nice weather during the week when I'm working, and then during the weekend it's just cloudy and overcast. This is the second weekend in a row. I'm like losing my mind over here. I'm losing my patience with this weather. I really am. I am not a happy camper at all. And I know I'm a broken record, but it's just how I feel. Okay, I think I'm going to go into this gold shade down here called Cosmos. And I'm going to put that, maybe we'll just do like an all shimmer look. I feel like I need to go into another brush just to diffuse the edges a little bit. I'm not going to go into any product. I'm just going to buff this out. That's the right word, I think. Yeah, buff it out a bit. It would be nice to go into another shade, but I honestly just don't. I mean, I'll go into this shade, I think, with the inner corner, but I just don't want to go into anything that is mauve. And I guess I haven't done the yellow, but I don't think I need to. So yeah, we're just going to go into the inner corner. Oops. Sorry for disturbing you there. Not even an inner corner of this. This is a little too dark for it to be an inner corner. Yeah, I feel like with this palette, everything is very mid-tone too. Maybe I will go into Peony just to like do like a really, really small liner. Not really even a liner, but just a little bit. Just very, very minimal impact. Oh, it's pretty. I did a tiny little bit of a wing, but not really. Okay. I think I'm going to go into the Sunflower shade, which is this one right here. I love how I was going to declutter all these, and now I'm like, no, actually that's pretty. Oh no, that's pretty. Oh no, that's pretty. It's just, whatever. All right, that is the makeup look. I need to go do my hair because it's going a little wild, but I kind of like it. I like that I've done like a goldy brown look, and some boom. I just went in with this Rimmel lip pen, whatever it's called, and then my NYX butter gloss because I'm trying to finish it. So anyway, I am going to finish getting ready for the day. My little boy is here, disappearing. I'm gonna go do my makeup. I'm gonna go do my hair, and that's it. I guess we only have one palette left. This is the one where I'm like, I like the formula, but do I really need to keep it? Let's see if I really need to keep it. Let's see, whatever. I've got some ideas from this video so far of what I'm gonna do. And it's surprising. It's been surprising for sure, but yeah. So we are here. The final day is upon us. It's been, I think, a couple weeks since I started this video. I definitely haven't, I think the first 3 looks I did consecutive days, and then I had to use my other palettes and stuff. So it is the 19th of June. You have to let me know if you enjoyed this video. I've actually really enjoyed just giving myself a day to use these palettes, and I feel like I should try to do this every single month. Like pick 7 palettes from my collection, do 7 looks, and kind of just figure out if I like them or not. And it just a like laid back kind of style. I really want to do that. So if you liked this kind of video, let me know, because it's definitely something that I kind of want to do. All right, so we have the Verdandi. I'm going to go into this right now, and then I'll do my base. But yeah, I think I'm just going to do like a neutral look, maybe with a pop of blue. But I might just try to just do like an orangey look. I think that's what I'm going for today. So, all right, zoomed you in a little bit. Sometimes I zoom you in far too close and you see absolutely everything. So I'm not going to be doing that today. All right, I'm going to go into the first one, which is called Now. and it's kind of weird. It's like a satin orange with sparkle, and then there's a tiny bit of like a matte shade here. It's weird. It's like a half moon, like a crescent moon, the way it looks, but I don't really know if that's on purpose. I mean, I've seen it on other palettes too, so it seems to be like that's what they were going for. So we're just going to sort of put this all over the lid, more so in the crease area. It's like a nice peachy color. I'm not opposed to this color. I always said that this wasn't my favorite color story of the Odin's Eye palettes that I have, but it's the one where I felt like the formula, and in particular the shimmers, was prettier. I do feel like this matte is a little powdery though. So maybe this one should go after all. I don't know. That's looking very powdery, but whatever. Because I'm working today, I don't want to do anything wild and crazy. Got quite an important call in a couple hours, so you know, want to look somewhat presentable and decent. Let's go into Everyday. This is more like a mauve shade. I've never really felt like it went with this palette, but we're just going to go into it. I think, let me deepen up a little bit more with this shade. I do feel like the mattes are not performing like they used to, and I'm wondering the quality has disappeared. I do remember the matte also in the mini Alba 2 Ocean, even though I liked the final look. That blue matte that I went into was very powdery as well. It does feel like these mattes are just not doing anything. They're just not doing much. So I don't know, there's that. Maybe we'll just go into every single shade. We'll just do it. So I'm going to go into Precious, which is a horrible dark shimmery brown. And we're just going to deepen out this way because obviously the mattes aren't really doing what I want them to do. All right, we're going to go into the orange shimmer. Yeah, this is a very pretty shimmer. Maybe I'll just keep the shimmers and I'll get rid of the mattes. Yeah, I always felt like these shimmers in this palette were better than other Odin's Eye shimmers that I have in other palettes. And I think I stand by that. It's just more impactful, more metallic, more special. And this shade is still quite wearable. I think I'm going to put the blue on because it's not really a blue. It has like a lot of yellow to it. So I think I'm going to put that in my inner corner. I mean, it still has blue, but it's not like a true blue, and I think it'll be fine. So I'm going to go with that. Yeah, so you can't even tell it's blue. I don't think you can even tell it's blue, so. Oh, you can see some blue there. So like, there's hints of it. Yeah, definitely these special shimmers I've always thought were really pretty in this palette. And I think they would be worth keeping. All right, I think I'm gonna put mascara and be right back. All right, I think that's what I'm gonna do for now, for today. So yeah, lots of sparkle from that shade. And you can see that inner corner, it has a little blue, but also shines kind of a yellowy white. So I don't know, this is kind of fun. All right, so that is the video. I have all 7 palettes here that I've been using, as you see. And as you saw, there was definitely some ones that surprised me. I feel like the ones that surprised me the most, really, just in terms of I feel like I need to go back in and use it a little bit more, is the Cordosa from Sigma, just because I really like the look and I had no issues with the formula, whereas previously I always had issues with it. So that was a little bit of an eye-opener. Same thing for the Dangerous in Love from Revolution. So I might go back into that one because I didn't use too many shades. I feel like with the Chilling in Chicago, you know, oh God, I feel like a little hair here. I feel like this one, I kind of need to say goodbye to it. It's just not performing the way that it should be, unfortunately, even though it's really pretty. So I might do something where So one of you recommended that I scoop out all of the matte shades and keep the shimmer shades. And then what I can do is, instead of getting rid of these little palettes from Odin's Eye, I scoop out those special shimmer shades and put them in the Chilling in Chicago palette so that I can keep all like the shimmers together. Which actually, after doing this, it seems like a good idea because I definitely feel like for the Verdandi, I don't need to keep these mattes. I have these mattes already. It's really just these two shades in the middle that I would want to keep. And honestly, for this one, I guess the same because I do have these blues already in my collection. Even though they performed fine, I actually have them already. And then with the Alva, I don't know if I really need to go back into this one. It hasn't changed my mind about this palette. For whatever reason, I just don't find this palette very interesting. And you have all of these mauve tone shades, which I kind of feel like I have already in my collection in other palettes. And I'm not blown away by the quality in this palette at all. I just don't feel like I need to keep it. So even though I kind of like the look where I did like a brown look and it looked fine, I don't know, it's one where I'm still leaning more towards it's probably time to let that one go. And then with the berries, I feel like it would be a shame to let this one go. I just don't go into pinks all that much, but I don't have any issues with the formula in this. So it would be just letting go of makeup that there's nothing wrong with it. And I don't know, I just kind of feel like I should keep this. So I'm not making up my decision now as to what I want to do, but that's kind of what I'm thinking, which is definitely a surprise because if you've been on my channel for the last couple of years, like ever since I got the Sigma Cordosa, I have been so disappointed with it, but I really enjoyed working with it. So I definitely feel like I need to go back into that. The Revolution one was fine. I thought the look was pretty. Chilling in Chicago, yeah, the writing's on the wall. Odin's Eye, I kind of need to figure out what I want to do with those, but it definitely helped me this challenge. And like I said, if you want to see more videos like this, I definitely would be up to doing this again, like picking 7 palettes. I feel like I should pick 7 palettes where I haven't really used them at all this year yet, and do the same thing, like just do 7 different looks, 7 different days, and just sort of give my thoughts on them. I honestly kind of want to do this as a rolling project and try to do it every month. So let me know if that's something you want to see and if you enjoyed the video. But I really enjoyed filming this. It was just really relaxed, and obviously it took me 2 weeks to do, so I had no pressure to do it. I actually really enjoyed just like going into palettes where I didn't actually have to use them for a specific use or project. It was just, I could just go into any shade that I wanted, which is silly because that's what you should do with your makeup. But when you do a lot of project pans, you tend to forget that sometimes. And even with my Shop My Stash ones, I tend to forget that I don't have to use every single shade, or, you know, I pulled the palette because I want to use it. So why am I not using it? So anyway, whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.